Welcome in, baseball fans, and here in New York, two of the best teams in the game square off. It's the Cleveland Guardians going up against the New York Yankees. We have an absolute treat on tap today as two of the game's best pitchers go head-to-head, Singy.
Yeah, and when these two are on, it's nothing short of electric, Boog. Neither of them likes to give an inch. Fierce competitors that have been dominant all season long. Will be a legit pitching duel in this one.
Back with the first pitch right after this. So just about set. And today's starting pitcher, Gerrit Cole. Base runners are tough to come by with him out there, Chris.
Yeah, this guy's been real stingy, man. Not allowing guys to play the game, just keeping them at home plate. I mean, just ridiculous sub-1 whip. I mean, he's dominating hitters, and a guy like this on the mound, one of the elite starters in the game right now.
First pitch, 7:05.
Strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Now Correa up to hit. Swings and misses. Going one.
You know, Boog, it's nice to see Gerrit Cole on the mound today. He finally won a Cy Young Award in 2023, and for a while there, he seemed like the best pitcher in baseball without the award. And Cole's Cy Young Award season wasn't a huge surprise either. He led the American League in innings pitched and ERA. Good things usually happen when you put those two things together, and it certainly worked out for him.
1 out, bases empty. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Around first and hustling for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. The relay not in time. He's safe.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times.
One down, runner at third. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 2 hits and 4 at-bats during yesterday's ball game. And the pitch is outside, ball 1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
That's off the inside corner. 2 balls, no strikes. There's the strike, 95 of that one.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's a base hit as a run scores.
Picks himself up at RBI. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Here's Jose Ramirez. And Cleveland on top 1-0. Fastball is outside. Cole in his 13th season, 34-year-old vet, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit. Fouled off left side. Man at first, one away.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Here comes Manny Machado. Ball one, no strikes.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. And Manny gets a piece. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the third and final game of the series. And there's a ball.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
It's so hard to slow yourself down when you see that juicy breaking ball, but the most success happens when you try to take that right back up the middle approach.
Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can't forget it. A 3-run dinger. His 9th homer of the year, and they tack on 3. It's 4-0.
Already playing with the lead, and now they're celebrating a home run. They're having a great time out there. A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
Now it's going to be Christian Walker.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
First inning and already up to 23 pitches.
Well, they're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team that is perhaps the hottest in baseball right now.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat too much on that one.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Bellinger takes the strike, and now it's 0-2.
Well, they've been able to score 4 runs off of him in this inning, and this is where you want to just max out, get as much as you can, give him one of those tough innings where it's going to be hard for him to recover in the next one.
2 out, space is empty.
Well, at this pace, he's not going to be in this game for very long, but he's got to find a way to shake it off, keep it isolated to 1 inning, come back out. You could throw up a bunch of zeros and save that bullpen. I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Two down, nobody on. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 strikes.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. That one not close.
2 strikes.
The count now 2-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Check swing, tried to hold up. Now an appeal to third. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. And it's ball 4. He missed down low. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap.
Ball misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Man on second, 2 down. Right through there for a strike.
I got a ball, 1 strike. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
That one fouled off. 2-2. So 40 pitches already. Still just in the first inning. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 4 runs score in the inning. 3 coming right here on the 3-run homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back after this on the show. Back in the Bronx. And on the hill in this one, Luis Castillo.
Been a very solid pitcher throughout his career. ERA around 3.5. What I like is he competes, he stays in the game, and he gives his team an opportunity to win.
Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Bellinger hauls it in, and there's one away. And stepping in for the Yankees, Steven Kwan. In the air, right side. Robles sizes this one up. 2 down. It's Aaron Judge now. He's got 4 hits in the series on 9 at bats. Inside. 1-0. Just
outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
2-0 count, great hitter at the dish. If you're going to miss, you've got to miss outside the zone. You miss inside the strike zone, you'll be asking the umpire for a new baseball.
That one misses, and now 3-0. Judge rips that one. That's a base hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in. And Aaron Judge cruising into second. He's got a double.
The last thing you want to happen is to swing at a ball out of the zone in a 3-0 count. That would have been a called strike just for taking advantage of that situation for a double.
So runner at second, 2 down. Giancarlo Stanton stepping in now for the Yankees. 3 for 9 of the series coming in. Gets the call. That's strike 1. Judge at second with 2 down. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That misses, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runner at second, 2 down. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Top of the second. Here's the speedy catcher, Connor Wong. Cole back to work. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. And that drops in for a strike. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age. I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Here's Victor Robles. Right through there for a strike. Singy, what kind of strike zone is most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the baseball.
Nobody out. Runner at first. Cut on and lifted in the air, and that is foul. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I've been in clubhouses where they have pictures of all 4 umpires, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Here's Carlos Correa. He tripled and scored his first time. And that one upstairs. Swing and a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
The batter, the second baseman,
Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve.
Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Center field. Stanton is there. Makes the catch. Runner tags for home. The throw's offline. He's saved. It's 5-0.
In that situation, you're looking to get something up in the zone that you can put in the air. Worst case scenario, a sacrifice fly to drive in that runner from third.
Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. Foul ball. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. 1 run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. That one way inside. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Two outs. Pitch misses there, and the count's even at 2. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him. And he hit him. Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Garrett Cole is done in this one, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this. A new arm into the game, the righty, Ian Hamilton.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Machado in the box now. No balls and a strike.
0-1's the count.
2 aboard, 2 outs. Pitch misses outside. And now it's even 1-1.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Next offering upstairs. And they're all loaded up.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and walked the hitter. Man, you got to challenge the guy with the fastball.
Swing and a foul straight back. 2 outs. Bases are full. Next offering is fouled back. That missed by a lot. And the count 1-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Now to the bottom of the second. It's the Guardians 5 and the Yankees nothing. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Leading off, Jazz Chisholm Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Chisholm launched a homer in his most recent game. And foul ball. Now a screamer into the outfield, and it goes just foul. Righty delivers, and that one is in the dirt, and that's ball one. Just missed. Popped up to the left into foul ground. Ramirez pulls it down and he makes the catch. One down. Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells, swinging it well in the series so far. He's 5 for 9. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
And ball one.
2 strikes.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One down, base is empty. In the dirt. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. And it's a strikeout from La Piedra, his second of the game.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Next to hit, Anthony Volpe. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Volpe came up with 4 hits in his last game. Right through there for a strike. Next offering is downstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Gets a piece and stays alive. And it remains 2-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Two down, nobody on. High fly ball out to left field. Garcia makes the catch, and that'll do it. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far.
Number 35, Cody Bellinger.
Line drive, base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Yeah, nice job of getting that front foot down, and once it does, the hands just launch. Big hold on the left side of the infield, and I think that's exactly what he was gunning for.
Bellinger goes. Pitch in for a strike. Throw. Save.
Clearly not content with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead in today's game, and now they've got a good chance of adding on.
That smash towards center. Base hit, and now 2 aboard. Here's the catcher, Connor Wong. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Hammers that one deep left field, and forget it. That'll fire up the dugout, and they add on. It's 8-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off.
We'll do you one better than a tape measure by breaking out the numbers from StatCast. The distance, 450 feet on the dot.
Oh, my goodness. And that's one, Boog. You're going to see it making the rounds on social media all night long, and all the highlight shows as well. I know I'm going to be watching on a loop. That was absolutely crushed.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Dives, and he can't hang on. The throw won't get there in time, and they don't get the out. And here comes Carlos Correa. Robles runs. Strike in there. Safe at second with a stolen base. And that makes it 30 stolen bases for him this season.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. It's going to really have to bear down.
Foul tip into the mix, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
1 out and a runner at second. We're here in the top half of inning number 3.
Two pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
1 ball, 2 strikes, McCown.
Hammers that one, curling down the line, and foul.
Clearly hoping he could get a swing and miss on that, but doesn't fool the hitter with that breaking ball. Nice job, just couldn't keep it fair.
And that's way high. Ball 2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up.
It's in and out of his glove. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out. Throws to first in time. Quick recovery from the misplay pays off for the out. And up next for Cleveland, Jose Ramirez. And that is downstairs. Ball 1. Runner at third, 2 away. Right down to shoot, strike 1.
Oh, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see it hit.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 10-0. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Ian Hamilton will depart, and as he heads for the dugout, we'll take a quick break.
Pitching for the
Jonathan
Yankees,
Loaisiga gets the ball now.
And as
43.
relievers go, he's not a big
Jonathan.
strikeout guy. He tries to force weak
Loaisiga.
contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Machado stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. This one smoked, could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
2 hits for him in this one, both for extra
Now
bases. Got to
the
feel
first
good about
baseman,
that. Just a
Christian
great approach. Looked
Walker.
like that was exactly what he wanted to do with that pitch. And right off the bat, he knew he was taking that wide turn at first to head for second.
And now the first baseman, Christian Walker, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Outside with a breaking ball.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at-bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 2 balls and a strike. Next offering is fouled back. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Kwan going back onto the track, and he makes the catch. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 10-zip. Major League Baseball is on the show. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Up and in. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Well, every pitcher wants run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
And now it's DJ LeMahieu digging in. That's a strike. It's 0-1.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, it should be a good outing for him.
And that one balls it in, 2 away. So the batting order turns over. Now here is Christian Yelich. And first offering is fouled off. Two outs. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit.
He was all over that one. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Now a chance for Stephen Kwan. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Swing and a miss at a slider.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Outside with a breaking ball.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
He goes down looking. The Yanks lead. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Number 35, Bellinger.
And a strike. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
And that one is inside. Loizaga fires. That one off the mark, and it's 2-2. That's down and in.
Count.
3-2. That's out to center field. Stanton should have this one. And there's one down. Here's the left fielder, Adolis Garcia. 1 for 2. Swing and blasts one down the line. It's gone if it's fair, but it hooks foul.
All over the first pitch fastball right there, but just a little bit out front. Got to let it travel just a bit more.
Just missed.
1-1.
Ball to strike. This one high in the air to left center. Kwan heads after it. 2 away. 2 down, bases empty. Stepping up for the Guardians, Connor Wong. He's already homered in this game. And downstairs, Wong goes 6'1", 28 years old, and they traded for him earlier this year. And another ball.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
Check swing, and he went. And a count 2-1.
2-1.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
That one missed.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Hard hit right side. Throws to first, and that is the inning. Nothing across. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Aaron Judge.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
1-1 now. Got him to chase one above the zone there.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand. You know, variant speeds can be just as useful for a pitcher as movement. As you see right there, it really wasn't a great location, but the fact that the velocity change had the hitter off balance, and that's all you got to do sometimes.
Base is empty, one away. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. This guy paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
0-2 is the count.
The 0-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. 2 outs, base is empty. Jazz Chisholm Jr. stepping in now for the Yankees.
Chisholm Jr.
That's off the mark, and it's 1-0. And that's in there at the knees. The 1-1 is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Down in order go the Yankees. They're down 10-0. Back at the ballpark, and in this series it has been ugly on the mound as we look at the numbers. Loisaga back to work. On the ground to third. LeMahieu fires over to first. 1 away here in the 5th. So in now for Cleveland, Carlos Correa.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touching it.
Next offering is in for a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Handles, throws to first. That takes care of Correa. 2 down, base is empty. Now it's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. And that one wrapped foul. Two outs. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Guardians up big in this one, and we're at the top of the 5th. Next offering is down low. Here's a swing and a line drive, and that's a base hit into right field. And that extends the inning. Jose Ramirez digs in for the Guardians. He's already homered here in this one. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
And that one missing low.
He doubled up on the off speed there. We talk about the power fastball, but he's working a little differently here.
In the dirt.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Base hit. That was smoke through the infield. And now first and second with 2 outs. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And now it's Manny Machado. First pitch doesn't find the zone. 2 on, 2 outs. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. No runs. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Well.
Fastball for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And there's a ball.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
On the ground to short, Correa. 1 up, 1 down.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
Volpe, the next to hit, takes outside. The Yankees with a lot of ground to make up. Last half of inning number 5.
Nope, that's inside.
Next offering is in for a strike.
One way to make a guy real uncomfortable at the plate is pound him inside with good velocity. They're doing that right here.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm. Put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
And that's downstairs. Now 2-0.
That's ball 3.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. Fought off foul.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
On the ground, and foul ball. Right through there, got him. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th.
Now
the new
pitching
pitcher,
for the
Fernando
Yankees.
Cruz.
And
Number
with the
63.
big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Next one misses. 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Bellinger stands in now and watches strike one. That's in there. And it's 0-2. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And takes low for ball 1. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time. Wells down to first with it. And it beats him for out number 2. That's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
Now at the plate, Adolis Garcia. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball there. Got him swinging for the strikeout. And he strikes out the side here in the... Back here in New York, John Shelby with Chris Singleton in the booth. And leading off the bottom of the 6th, DJ LeMahieu. Close, but called a ball. And that is ball 1. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. On a line, base hit. And that turns the lineup over. Here comes Christian Yelich. Just missed. Just off the inside edge. Runner at first with no outs here. Here's a 2-0. Activity in the Guardians bullpen. A.J. Puck up and loosening in the pen. Junis, a right-hander, loosening up as well. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball.
Well, that ball is hit pretty hard and sure had home run distance, but if you're the pitcher out there on the mound, you execute it. Just a long strike. You go after him and finish him off.
The 2-2 on the way. And that one ripped into right. And that's a fair ball. LeMahieu on his way to third. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. Stephen Kwan digs in now. Kwan really thriving with the bat this season here at home. First
That's a
pitch,
ball.
and he just misses.
This is a
Ball one,
situation
no
where the
strike.
hitter is looking for something up in the zone that he can get his arms extended. What you have to be careful of is that pitch that's up, that's in on your hands.
Ball, that's
That'll pop
outside.
you up in the infield, and that's exactly what the pitcher wants.
2 in scoring position, nobody out here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. 2-1 now. And that's
Ball
down
3.
and away.
3 balls, 1 strike.
And that one hammered. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. Both runners tagging. It's a sac fly as he comes across to score, and they're on the board, but lots of ground to make up.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver.
Now batting, center fielder, Giancarlo
And now it's
Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton. Both 2 in this one. First
Nope,
pitch misses.
outside.
A runner at third with less than 2 outs. This is the guy that usually comes through in these spots.
Hey.
And a swing and a miss.
Well, just about to hit that century
ball,
mark. 100
strikes.
pitches for this game.
This to third. Over to Altuve.
Out.
Double play.
Got him.
And that'll do it for the inning. They get a run on. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player
Ball
as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's
Nope, 1-0.
lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then, and I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. Could be extra bases. Throws to second. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
The right fielder, number 10, Victor Robles.
And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. And the
Off the
first
plate,
pitch
ball
misses for ball 1. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in the top half of inning number 7. And he lays down a bunt. And he barehands it. Not in
Safe,
time.
he's
safe. Now it's the shortstop, Carlos Correa. Robles runs. Pitch misses. Safe at second, and that was not close.
They are being real aggressive to put some runs on the board, get 2 runners now in the scoring position. Excellent job of stealing second base and staying out of a potential double play. Now that can kind of backfire and kill your rally, but it worked out nicely. Now a chance to do some damage.
Fastball for a strike. 2 runners in scoring position. Nobody out. There's a swing and a miss.
Threw that fastball right by him, slightly elevated. That's a confidence boost for this guy out there on the mound. See if he continues to climb the ladder.
Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Base runners at second and third here. No outs. Got him. And that is a big first out. Jose Altuve digs in for the Guardians.
We just might be talking about this at bat in our post-game wrap. He's proven he can drive in runs in these spots.
There's the strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue finish off this hitter.
Bounce to the right side, and that chance handled. Now 2 away as they get a run across. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. Fair ball. Runner in from third to extend their lead. And he's got a double, his 4th hit. Man at second here with 2 away. Here's Manny Machado now. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. And now 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Ramirez around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single, and they extend their lead.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some, so that was nicely done to beat the odds. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. For
Pitching for the
Scott
Yankees.
Efros comes on now.
Number 57.
Man at first, Christian Walker digs in for the Guardians.
Efros.
0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. And that's way high. 1-0.
1-0.
Two outs. Swing and a ground ball. They get the force. That's out number 3. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, set for the last half of the 7th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Jazz Chisholm Jr. And ball 1.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's ball 2.
Next offering is downstairs.
Hitting is all about anticipation, and right now this lineup is struggling with it. Their swings are mistimed, and it's produced a few ugly cuts here and there.
And that squirts through. And the leadoff man aboard. So up next, Austin Wells. Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Castillo won't go any further, and a nice effort out of him, no doubt. New arm coming on. We'll be back.
Now pitching for the Guardians. Number 33. A.J. Pump.
Swing and a foul back. That's out of play.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
And a foul ball. The Yanks with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside low. Now 1 and 2. Upstairs.
We got a full count.
That one the other way, and that's just foul.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
In the air, center field. Bellinger sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's one down. Anthony Volpe, the next to hit. And that's in for a strike.
Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that up. That's what you love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
That misses off the outside edge.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Fights it off. He'll see another. That's off the inside corner. Full count now. Base hit, center field. Jazz around second, headed for third. Just kind of sliced that one into center. And here's Paul Goldschmidt. Inside, and that's ball one. First and third, one down. And he chases a high fastball there.
Well, in this situation with the runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Now it's LeMahieu up to hit. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Runners at the corners with 2 outs. Base hit and a run in to score. So first and second with 2 outs. Here's Yelich at the dish. And that is out of play. First and second, 2 down. And it's 1-1. And there's the strike. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. To second, Altuve. The top of the 8th, and here is Cody Bellinger. And here it comes. Pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Luke Weaver getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Outside low, and the count even 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
That's
Next
ball 3.
offering is down low.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th. So digging in, Adolis Garcia. Just missed. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stanton sizes this one up, drops into the glove. 2 down. 2 outs, base is empty. And up next for Cleveland, Connor Wong.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That's through there for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And that one is off the wall. The throw into second, in safely with a double, his second of the day.
The right fielder, number 10, Victor.
So up next,
Robles.
Victor Robles. First pitch
Outside,
doesn't
that's
find
ball.
the zone. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
He swings and fouls one off. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Slider got him for strike 3. Back now in the Bronx. Now the number 2 hitter, Stephen Kwan.
Now
Pitching
pitching
change
for the
here,
Guardians.
Josh Hader.
And he's got a
Number
nice lead to
71.
work with, so he should come in
Josh
throwing strikes,
Hader.
attacking these hitters.
And that one almost hit him.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pitches to get a feel, especially when you move from that bullpen mound into this game mound.
Fastball for a strike.
Big at bat right here. He did the team thing, took until he got a strike. Now he's got to go to work, shorten up that swing a little bit, do whatever it takes to get on base.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here is Aaron Judge. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Not sure if he was expecting for the pitcher to come right at him, but he got a nice cookie there and just watched it the entire way.
Next offering is in for a strike.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
1 down, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Just blown away in that at bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at bat like that as a hitter, other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Stanton, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now 1 for 3. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 1-1. The Guardians up big in this one here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits. Here's the catcher to hit, Austin Wells. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. 2 outs, a couple of base runners at first and second. Right through there for a strike. Swing and a miss. The velocity blasted it right. We go to the 9th. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Carlos Correa. Efros back to work. Grounds one to short. Volpe whips it to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. Jose Altuve will hit next. This ball's chopped on the ground. Sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down. 2 down, base is empty. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Jose Ramirez. Missed with a changeup. Ball 1. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Just missed. Manny Machado would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Here's Machado. There goes the runner. Pitch is low. And that's a stolen base. Not even close. Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the 9th. Now a fly ball to right center. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
Great diving catch to end the inning. That'll fire up the dugout for sure. Time to go swing it.
Back in New York, we head to the bottom of the 9th. And stepping in for the Yankees, Anthony Volpe. So now the hard-throwing left-hander Josh Hader on the hill. And when you look at the start of Hader's career, pretty incredible. Arguably one of the top beginnings to a career for any reliever in history. That one is absolutely belted, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in, not in time. That's a leadoff double. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit.
Well, they've kept him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Jacob Junis.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And first offering is fouled off. Now one missed.
1-1.
And there's a foul ball. No outs. Runner on second. Outside low. It's 2-2. And that's outside. And ball 4, 2 aboard. Here's DJ LeMahieu.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
And a strike there to LeMahieu. First and second here, no outs.
Ball 1. I got a ball, 1 strike.
And that's in for a strike. The pitch to LeMahieu. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
And now it's even up. Runners at first and second with 1 gone here in the last half of inning number 9. Ground ball right side, could be 2. Acrobatic throw for 1, and that's all they'll get. So last chance for the Yankees. Digging in, Stephen Kwan. First pitch misses. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Swing and a foul out of play. This could end it. A changeup missing, and it's a full count.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
The other way, and foul ball. Runners on first and third, 2 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. And that'll load the bases.
Pretty good spot on the outside, but just couldn't quite clip the zone. That's a stone cold take.
So bases all loaded up. So they turn to their closer, Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy move. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
That one in there across the letters.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
And it's fouled away.
Some real good life going through the zone on that one.
Bases loaded, 2 down. Stays alive. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
Offensive explosion today for these players. They gave up a few runs, but they had more than enough firepower to turn this one into a blowout.
And the final 13-2. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.